Hello there, and welcome back to Kingswood. So, we're still in the process of building our houses here. We still have some food issues that needs to be addressed, but all in all, I think we will be able to make something work. As I've said, I am contemplating, once everything is upgraded, to actually set up, to some degree, a farming slash regular. We have the Fisher City. We'll probably set up a farming city now. Potentially I might actually build it down here, since I'm not using the area at the moment, and it could potentially be a very good, well, place to have it, more or less. But it's of course annoying that this rock is here, but not really much I can do about that right now. Let's see, do I want to trade anything more with this guy? Probably not. But yeah, I think we are going to try and set up a, to some degree, secondary, or simply a farming village down here. It should and could work, so we'll see. But first order, I think, here is actually to build the goddamn chapel that I've been completely forgotten about. We have some members on part of the church, and it's making them sad. So let us go ahead here. Yeah, I think we can afford to set up the building of a chapel right now. A secondary chapel, that is. I've also built, I believe I actually forgot to tell you this, but I also can I build it here? No. Nope. I guess we'll build that in the new city then. But I forgot to tell you that I've actually set up a second blacksmith, and that was because tools were being used faster than the blacksmith could actually make them, so we're going to need that guy, I think. Zero students here. Well, that doesn't actually make sense. It's probably because of stop time, I guess. No, 1919, so I don't actually need... There isn't anyone working there either, so it's just me being a little bit... not remembering clearly. Oh, my apologies there. But I do actually need wood, so I think we should probably cut down some trees somewhere. Actually, I might actually set up the farming village here and just set up a... Actually set it up here, use a... Oh, that could work. I'm just contemplating here what I'm going to do, so give me a minute and then we'll see what happens. So I finally figured out what I'm going to do down here. I think we're actually going to, as planned, we're going to set up a setup here with houses and farms. We're going for 3x14 farms, and I guess I'll actually place one more here, build some houses here. We'll set up a market, I think, here. Build a couple more farms to the right, and basically set up a farming village down here that should potentially work very well. Of course, it's going to take quite a while to just actually get this done. I have no idea if I can somehow avoid... Yeah, we can actually pause the buildings here. So they'll be doing some things, but we'll probably set... I'm basically just going to plan it and then build it once I'm completely, well, confident in how it's set up, more or less. So I'm actually going to prepare everything except the houses, and then we're going to make something work here. That is at least my plan. Seems like the market is pretty damn big, so it'll actually take one of the farming spots, it looks like, but... I want to place it here. I still reach everything that I want to reach, more or less. And allowing it to take one of the farming spots shouldn't actually be that bad. Although it's probably better to build it here, or... No, it's not. Building it here when there's farming spot is probably for the best. Well, I could actually build it to the north there, and then we'll place the farming spot above it, so to speak. So yeah, I'm actually once again trying to set up a proper city here, so to speak. A secondary, third city, I don't know what you want to call it. But it's going to be a place where I'll be growing most of the crops, so to speak. That is at least the plans. And I think I might actually set up a couple of orchards here as well, so... It all depends. 13 times 12, I guess I can set up one of those, or potentially just set up a orchard. I don't think I need too many houses in this area, to be perfectly honest, so we'll have to see, but... I can't actually set up a crop field here due to the mountain, so once again we'll probably set up an orchard there. We can at least set up one crop field here, and we can probably set up a couple more towards the inner sections here, so it shouldn't be a problem per se. And I guess I'll also set up a stockpile while I'm at it, and we're also going to build a woodcutter, so the fire wouldn't have to travel too long. I think that should also work out as planned. So, I'm going to set up this city most likely next year or during the winter, we'll have to see. But at least this year it seems like the harvest is going to be great, so... we'll see how much I actually get from this. Should be interesting. Sorry for intruding without really having something to say, but apparently I have the devil in my city. A child named Hell was born, so could be interesting. I'm not idea if it's a play on the Norse word Hell, which is with one L, which is actually, if my memory serves me correctly, that would be the Asgardians or the Norse gods' name of Hell. It's just Hell. So I have no idea if it's a play on that, adding another one, but could be. We have 2,000 firewood here, or 2,000 units here of food that we can buy. And we're going to buy food from it simply because of the fact that it is useful to have it. And this will also make sure that I will survive another, well, winter of bad times. We have a person here who's actually hungry. We also have someone who's without house, but the buildings are very slow at building. Apparently I still need to set up a couple more firewood choppers, it would seem. So I guess this city here will also be, or it will double as a firewood chopper. So I'm going to build a market, I'm going to build the storage barn before I do anything else. And then I guess we're now going to start building the houses here. I'm a little bit unsure if I should build them or if I should upgrade the other house first, set up everything I need here basically as... yeah, we're going to build a woodcutter here first. Basically just so I have everything, once again, everything that I need before we do anything else. And I think that is for the best, so to speak. Late winter. Apparently I have someone who's... This house is still not done. No idea how though, but it isn't, so... Guess we'll have to deal with that. But I guess I need to buy iron now, rather than anything else. Judging by things that are needed. I'll just put everything in work here again. I should probably stop just telling him to do nothing, or avoiding work, because apparently they automatically do this during the winter now, I figured out after a little bit of research. But yeah, we're going to set up some farming plots down south and see how that plays out for us. So I decided that even though it's late summer, we're going to start the building of the village over here. I think 6 houses will be enough. I think I might actually need more if I want to man all of the crop fields, but we'll figure something out. It's not really a problem. This big area here is also going to become pastures and crop fields, I think. At least most of it. I might try and build some more houses in here to make everything work. I'm currently having a bit of a problem with a lot of people dying of old age. I have no idea if I can actually check the age average, but we also have a little bit of an issue with that the yield aren't at the level that I'd like. As you can see, we're still having trouble with the produced and used. I still buy a lot of food. So we'll have to see if we can somehow make that, or make those join up together, but at this stage I'm really doubting it. I'm really doubting it. What also I think I will do with this city is set up a couple more houses here, and then we're going to use a forester on this side to basically just provide the woodcut over here with wood, so that it doesn't have to doesn't have to be transported across the entire map, so to speak. It should work. I should be able to set something up there. I also have another issue right now, and that is that we have completely run out of iron. I mean, completely. We don't have any iron from any by any description anywhere, so we definitely have to fix that. And I think the best way to actually fix that is set up this little bridge, and then harvest this iron. We'll see. We'll figure something out. Good news, the last house before we actually finish the Stonehouse city is done. I believe everything now is Stonehouse. And the reason why people are cool is because it's long to run from certain parts of the city and home, I would presume. So this is great, but the only problem right now I can see is that there's a lot of people here, but I don't think everyone has jobs so, well, very close here, which could potentially become an issue. So once we actually get some more stone and some more iron, we're going to build another row of houses here, and we're going to keep on trying to make something work. Still, we have a lot of food right now, so things are looking good, but I have no idea how things will look in a little while. But we'll keep on building here, see if we can make something work. I'll also, as I said, set up a forester, so I'll probably do that pretty soon too, which is part of my plans here. I think the city, or this part of the city, will survive pretty well on its own, but it's also responsible for bringing most of my city food to some degree. But setting up a forest here, let's see, where will it work the best? Probably if I actually place them up here. Place him here. Yeah, I think that'll do. Place him here. It's a little bit away from the others, but let's face it, I'm going to use this guy for I'm just going to use him for trees, more or less, and I don't really need him to be too close. I'm also going to most likely set up some pastures here on this, well, it's not a wide area, but it should work for the purpose of setting up a pasture or two. So, we now have 66 farmers. I wonder how well we're going to do on farm food. We'll figure that out soon. There's also an achievement to get 2,000 food from farms, hunters, basically every food source in a year. So I think we're actually going to try and pull that off too. But in order to do that, we'll have to build at least a couple more of well, pastures here. No, not pasture, orchards. So I think I'm actually going to set up a orchard or two at this area as well. So there's a lot of possibilities. What do I want to buy from this guy? Do I want to buy? I think I do. I have enough firewood to do another buy later, so it's not a problem. And I guess we're actually going to buy chestnuts, because I haven't bought those in a while. So that is the plan for my city. How it will all work out is still a little bit of a mystery to me. But I think I'll also, as I said, build a chapel down here, but it's going to take a lot of room. So the big question is, do I really want to build this thing? I think I'll actually build it down here. It's the most efficient use of the space, and well, I can't actually build it before I get stone, but I can only set up the planets here. And yeah, we're just going to set up everything as plans, and once we get the stone or the winter comes and we can harvest stone, we're going to get everything rolling. We'll see how it all works out in the end. So apparently there's a disease, a dysentery, which have hit Zincenso here, and I have no idea how to cure this. I would assume that I have to use herbs of some description, and that this is the first time I actually cured. Or I've hit a disease. I've usually been trading my herbs. I guess now is probably not the best time. I haven't actually traded them lately either, so there's no reason for me to actually keep them in the trading posts here. So we're going to go with 0 herbs. We're going to try and cure everything. I do have a hospital, so it's not all bad. And apparently I have at least 500 herbs stocked up, so it shouldn't be terrible. But I'll at least keep an eye on things and see what happens here. He actually went straight to the hospital. How smart of him. If this is how easy it actually is to cure these things, then I would be very happy, but I would presume he's not going to be the only case, but as I said, I would prefer it if it was. I guess that's what I'm getting at here, and it seems like it is. A lot of people are dying of old age though. I do need a second graveyard. I'm actually thinking of placing it here. I'm a little bit conflicted. Should I place a farm here or should I place a graveyard? I am thinking of placing a farm here, and I think we're going to place a graveyard here. I might use the area down here, or potentially place a graveyard here down. Yeah, I might actually place it down here, in the corner, where it will be out of the way, more or less. And with that said, we're definitely just going to continue with doing what we are doing. We actually have a very big food surplus once. And the reason why the happiness is going down, I believe, is because of the fact I don't have 2 churches, and also because of the fact that the graveyard is full. So once I fix that, the happiness should automatically go up by itself. So I don't actually have anything to worry about, although I sound like an old grumpy man who feels the world is against him. Judging by this ridge, I can't actually set up a proper farm here. Let me just check that. Yeah, I can't set it up at 14 times 14. I can move the road, and I think I will, and then we'll set up a 14 times 14 here, and yeah, 14 times 14 here. So I'll get 2 farms here, which is not bad. Well, can I potentially have room for them now? And just ignore that bridge. I think I can, but anyways, I'm going to set up 2 farms here too. So building a couple more houses in this area is probably for the best. We are going to set up one down here. This is going to be a very heavy farming area, I feel, but it's for the best, so I shouldn't worry. But I'll get back to mine, and I'll keep on see if we can build up the city. I'll also, as you know, build a couple more houses here, and I'm also considering setting up a pasture for both sheep and also for chickens. I might actually do that instead here. I pasted for chickens and I pasted for sheep. I think I'll do that, and then we'll keep this strictly farming and pastures on this side of the river. I think that sounds like a good plan. But unfortunately my chit-chatting here has left us over the time again. We have no problems with firewood and logs. I do have some iron issues, so hopefully I can be able to buy them soon. And it seems like there was just one case of dysentery, so it wasn't actually a problem in the end, which is of course great. So I'm going to continue with my project next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like really. We might test out the brewer. I don't really want to, since the brewer uses food to make ale, but we might test him out once we, now that we actually have a food surplus and can set up a couple more farms. Then it might actually work very well, so we'll see here. We have woodcutter, trader, farmer, vendor, so they actually work very close here. So I think I can actually afford to, as I said, build some more houses. But I'll not get ahead of myself. We'll do that next time. Bye.